Hello, everyone. I'm Benavision, or Ben, and I just wanted to talk to you today about how it seems as though Twitter is exploding at the moment. If you're not caught up to date, New York City is having a mayoral election. Well, it is still having a mayoral election, and the Democratic nominee has just been picked. It was a race between Zohran Mamdani and Andrew Cuomo. Andrew Cuomo had like millions of dollars more than Mamdani in uh, hack money and advertising, and basically had enough money to put him right in the dirt. But Mamdani being, way more popular and honestly such a better campaign. I think what Mamdani has done in this race for mayor is going to be replicated in the future by newer candidates that are going to be my age and a little bit older into the millennial age. He was very, very outspoken on social media. He was very good at attacking Cuomo. He got good endorsements from both Bernie Sanders and AOC. And every time that someone tried to argue against him, he would talk about how whatever bullshit they had to say was instantly false. And he got accused of wanting to defund the police and stuff like that. And he's like, I obviously don't want to defund the police. I just want more community outreach and better training, which is common sense, really. Um, I think even cops want better training. However, that's not what I'm talking to you about. I'm talking to you about what's trending right now on Twitter, which is stuff like this, where the top page of Mondani winning the mayoral primary for the Democrats is stuff like this by Benny Johnson. New York City in 2001, we'll never forget, 2025 elects a Muslim jihadist. A Muslim jihadist. You're gonna call Mamdani a Muslim jihadist. Now, while I looked it up, he is Muslim. Uh, he identifies as a Shia Muslim. I'm not up to date on it. Don't don't ask me questions about the roots of Islam. But they're also saying that he's gonna enact Sharia law. Was the other thing I saw? Yeah, here, politics trending, Sharia law. They're saying that. Oh yeah, New York 2025, before the Islamic Revolution. SMH, Sharia law is here. Like, we are doing Sharia law in New York City. We don't want to live under Sharia law. Like, do you really think that a mayor, first of all, you think that a mayor has any power, that much power over the population of the biggest city in America to enact Sharia law? And do you think for a second that Sharia law would even go down with things like, oh, I don't know, the Constitution and stuff like that? No. So you're just spitballing random racism, bigoted bullshit for no reason other than he's brown and you're scared of brown people. That's the only reason I see of which anyone is saying this. If Bernie Sanders won, they wouldn't be like, oh, get ready, he's going to turn everyone Jewish. No, you're not going to hear that. But it's only because Zorhan Mamdani is brown and Muslim are they even able to come out of the woodworks and say stuff like this. Like, I want New York City to look like Pakistan, please. Sharia law. These guys literally are just being racist for no reason other than to be racist. And it's surprising that, you know, it's just exploding after one guy wins an election. And he hasn't even won the mayoral election yet. He's won the primary to become the Democratic nominee. He's a Democratic nominee, which means he still has to compete up against the Republican nominee. Now, guaranteed, it's New York City, so if New York City votes in a Republican mayor, I will be very surprised, is all I'll say. And it's just crazy how people are just downright racist for no reason. I don't know what this is about. Chuck Schumer getting blasted out. Imagine if Schumer was up for re-election this year instead of 2028. Yeah, AOC would blow Chuck Schumer right out of the water. Chuck Schumer is so unpopular. It's out of this world. If you're on Twitter at all nowadays, it's so wild. It's like a whole nother world of hate. Like going on Twitter is just hate. But you get to see funny things like, well, I'll give you an instance of my profile. Just in case you haven't seen it. You know, stuff like this. Uh Andrew Cuomo conceding the election. Jay Schlatt said, "Good fucking riddance, buddy. I'd give my grandmother a hug, but you already killed her." I made a comment about how many women Andrew Cuomo touched. There's this guy who was talking about figures about I don't know, other presidents that have bombed places without congressional approval, and I'm not gonna read exactly what I said, but stuff like you can look at this. Let's see. Ronald Reagan has no left eye. Also, there's two kind of Ronald Reagans. Ronald Reagan also doesn't have a name up here, but does down here. There's two Ronald Reagans. George Bush looks like if you typed in white guy. Oh, wait, I need to move my picture so you can see. There you go. George Bush just doesn't look like George Bush. Bill Clinton is Obama, or maybe Bill Clinton is black. Barack Obama is Joe Biden, and Donald Trump is also Joe Biden that got hit with a Chernobyl amount of radiation. It's just amazing how you can go and see just an entirely different reality of just made up bullshit. It's amazing. Like, I feel like some of these people need to go into writing or maybe storytelling because they have amazing ideas of making fictional realities. And if we got some of those people in, like, inside Hollywood, we would have no problem. Um, talking about the new strike here. What happened to no new wars? No comment. You know, talking about how he doesn't get paid to do the job of the presidency. How he may not collect the salary of being the president of the United States, but I can fucking tell you what, Donald Trump makes so much money off of, you know, his crypto experiences. How much campaign money did he get? How much money did he get from super PACs? Like crazy amounts of money, absolutely insane amounts of money. Yeah, it's crazy. Also, another thing that you can do is go into who follows political figures like Bernie Sanders, and you can see who's pretty cool. Like Slimesicle, it's very nice. Vsauce, Mamdani is here, of course. They follow each other. Um, but Twitter is just a whole new world, is what I'm trying to say. And if you go on Twitter, just expect the most outlandish takes possible, the most bewildering, outlandish takes ever. Also, the funniest thing about Twitter is that Donald Trump doesn't bother tweeting anymore. He instead posts a screenshot of what he said on Truth Social on Twitter, which I think is a little get back to Elon Musk, because Elon Musk, I don't know if you remember just a little bit ago. Well, I say a little bit ago, but he tweets like every hour on the hour. So saying a little bit ago is okay. I'm not gonna find it because it's been so long. Was about how Donald Trump was on the Epstein files. Their little hissy fit that they both had. Their little divorce that they had in front of the entire nation. Anyways, that's all I have for this video. Twitter's crazy. Zohran Mamdani won, and people are just being openly racist about it. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.